expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Edey out there with Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then it's MP. It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
Right now, it seems like MP is well on his way to the All-Star weekend, but he's got to keep performing at this level, I think, and maybe even raise his game to be considered a lock. This is not the time to ease up. Keep the pedal to the metal.
And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
For 3, Smith, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. SGA against MP. And the basket by SGA.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the dunk by Edey.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around. On the finish, he powers it through. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Holmgren wide open. Sinks the triple.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Now here's Caruso. Tight defense on him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Well, clearly 2025 was a special season for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris winning the league MVP and the adoration of many.
And obviously contributing to what was an historic season for Oklahoma City. They had the top seed overall in the playoffs. He averaged nearly 33 points on a ridiculous 52% shooting. This guy is the model of both consistency and efficiency.
The shot's good from Smith.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren looking around. And it's in there. Holmgren's got 7 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Back to MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Memphis ends up going with the new group. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. Now here's Wiggins. Williams inside. Jackson on him. Misses from short range. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams. And it's SGA missing. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Jackson misses. Oklahoma City trailing. Now, here's SGA. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Clark. Pass to Joe. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Reynolds wide open. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. MP has been leading the charge for Memphis. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Pippen. 9 points last game. Jackson gets the bucket.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Pass to Holmgren. Offline with his 3. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss shot by Jaren Jackson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Jerome. Pippen with a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Joe, good. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. the Grizzlies with some changes. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Jalen Wells. And it's Morant in for Scottie Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Some changes. Hartenstein's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Alex Caruso comes in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Dort in for Mitchell. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And here is Holmgren. Following the three-pointer by MP. Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now here's Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. From the arc, Gilgeous-Alexander is pure.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Smith for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Here's Caruso. Edey with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and puts it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
A nice shot by MP.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Grizzlies. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early on the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
Now let's take a moment here for... That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Trailing by 5. John Morant, he's out there with MP. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Edey. That's the group for Tuomas Isalo as we begin the second half. The Thunder shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Pass to Hartenstein for three, Holmgren. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies with the lead. Here's he. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Holmgren.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Free throw, no good for Edey. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside, Dort